Hey everyone, Bonnie here. And I am, if you're wondering why the quality of video is so crap, is I'm actually recording from my very old laptop. I have a lot of spells that I've written on it, so I've been working on my Book of Shadows, trying to add some of the spells that I've written down or typed up but haven't written down. And there's a lot of them, so I'm taking a break, and I've just been contemplating because I haven't been on YouTube in a while. I did the wine and witchcraft. And that was so much fun. The wine and witchcraft episode, and I was so drunk, and I'm just thankful I wasn't hungover the next day because I had to be at work. But today I've just been thinking about sharing your path and your faith and understanding what you're comfortable with. And I see religion as a personal journey. Doesn't matter what religion. It is a personal journey. And everything you experience is your personal experience. Not everyone is going to have the exact same experience. Not everyone's faith is going to be exactly like yours. There will be similarities, but it will be yours that makes it unique. And the reason I say this is I've seen a lot of people like gatekeeping. Oh, well, you can't do that. You can't do that. I understand with closed practices. That is a cultural practice. It's done within their people, and it's usually done. What happens is it's mostly a Western white person gets really involved into it and then tries to make it their own and then labels it exactly like that culture and just ruins it. The best way I can explain it is The Nightmare Before Christmas. Think of The Nightmare Before Christmas. Jack loved Christmas, loved everything about Christmas. And he took what he understood of Christmas to his people and tried to teach Christmas to them. And so they were like, oh, let's do Christmas. And they try to do Christmas, and they do it a little bit their way, and it all goes to shit. And Santa Claus has to be like, okay, you're doing it wrong. Let me help you. Leave the Christmas to me. You do you, I do me. And that's how I understand closed practices. And I understand that they're trying to keep their culture intact because so many people have taken and warped it into something that it's not supposed to be. So I understand that. But also, like I don't know, I'm a bit torn because with deities, I believe everyone should have access to deities. Maybe not the exact practices because of closed practices, but worship the deity that they relate to. Like, for instance, I am not a santera. I'm not a curandera. I don't practice santeria. I read about it. I indulge in it, but I don't actually practice it. I'm not initiated. But the deities are very prominent in my culture, and I venerate them in a way that speaks to me. The way I venerate them is different, but I don't say, hey, this is Santeria. It's my way of venerating that deity. And the Orishas are technically not deity. They're more like spirits. But I heard her name. I heard Yemaya's name. And it stuck with me, and that's the connection that I have. And that's where I say religion is a personal journey. It's not going to be like everyone else's. When I was a Christian as a child, it was very up and down. I was not comfortable in the Christian church. And then when I started being abused at a young age, up until my teen years, I was very angry with the Christian church because I was told, pray on it, and your prayers will be heard, and they were never heard. At least that's what I felt like. And then when I did come out with it, it's like, oh, God made you stronger. This was a test by God. And I'm like, I don't want to be tested in that way. If this is my God and he's testing a 9-year-old on sexual predators, that's fucked up. And the way that I saw it is their teaching was that God was all powerful and all good. And that was the only way. That he knew everything, he was all powerful, and he was always good, and it was a lesson. But Mother Nature taught me differently. It was either all powerful and not always good, or all good and not always all powerful. And that's what led me to paganism, because with paganism, the deities can be all powerful, but they aren't always all good. It's like Mother Nature, like the Earth. The Earth itself is pretty much all powerful, but it's not all good. And we work together as a team. Like when we die, our bones and the calcium in our bones goes into the soil and helps plants grow. And the plants that are growing help us breathe and last longer. So we're harvesting each other. They harvest our dead bodies. We harvest them to eat and live longer. And it's the circle of life, for lack of a better term. But that journey to come to those realizations was very, very my journey. I can't go like, oh, well, I can. I can go up to somebody who's like, well, when I pray to the Morrigan, I feel like the All-Mother is watching over me and blah, 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 so on and so forth. And they can be like, oh, okay, that's cool. But I'm not going to get angry when they don't feel the same way, because that journey is different for everyone. So like I understand verified gnosis, like this is what happens with everything, but I'm very much all about unverified personal gnosis, because each religious experience is personal to you. Every single one, even the ones that have been verified. The verified ones are just ones that were similar, but I'm quite sure if they told you the stories would be different. And I'm just ranting. I really don't know what I'm talking about. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know. I feel like there's too many people trying to tell you how your faith should go. And some people don't believe in any deity at all and do witchcraft as a practice, not as veneration or faith or anything. They see it as a science instead of a faith. So, and then there's some and of course there's atheistic witches, there's Christian witches, there's Muslim witches, and a lot of them, yes, they're oxymorons, but if you go deep down into like religious practice and things like that, and codes and whatever, and what they stand for, but it's all personal. Religion is personal. I understand wanting to share, but if you're telling people this is how you do it and this is the only way, it's never going to happen. They're gonna do it your way. It's not gonna work, and they're gonna be like, oh, this person has no idea what they're talking about. You have to make that distinction that every journey is unique to the person. It smells like jasmine in this room because I'm burning jasmine, and I feel so calm. I love jasmine. It feels so nice. But yeah, I don't know. I wanted to rant a little bit, get that off my chest. What do you think? I want discussion in the comments. I want discussion in the comments. I want video responses. I want something. Tell me if I'm just talking out of my ass, because I probably am. I needed to get that off my chest. And I'm stressed out because benchmarks are coming. I'm a preschool tutor, and benchmarks are coming on Monday. And I got everything ready on Friday. All of my work is ready to go. The teachers also have their own checkpoints and benchmarks that they need to do. It's going to be a crazy couple of weeks. The school year ends for the preschoolers on May 18th. We have a program to do. We're all mothers, and one is a grandmother. So we are all just trying to do what we got to do. So I got drunk last night and ate some Funyuns, and I feel a lot better. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. I would love to hear your thoughts. Tell me I'm talking out of my ass, or tell me, yeah, you understand what I'm talking about, to make sure that I'm making sense. I hope you have a great day. Brightest blessings.